Thank you so much, Royal. Royal in house with us for the first time of 2023 here on GMAZ, and Debbie here.
Yes.
So good to see you for the first time this year. Happy New Year. I know we're still about, it's been 15 days, but some people have wine bottles, right?
Yep.
You had some wine over the holidays. They're still at the house, and you're talking about things that we can do with them.
Yeah, recycle. You're gonna either put them in the recycle bin or we can make decor out of them. And so I just have a bunch of different sizes, and they even come some in colors. This is a vodka bottle, different shapes, so you can be creative depending on what your spirit of choice is. So usually, obviously, they come with labels on them.
So how do you get them off?
So the first thing you're going to do is, I filled my sink. You can fill a bowl, you can fill a bucket, whatever you want, with water, and you can even put a little vinegar and a little dish soap in there. And then you're just going to let them soak probably for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then some labels are going to peel right off like this. But some are going to come off in pieces like this. You can see here, some came off as a whole and some came off in pieces. So the ones that come up in pieces are going to leave a residue, and you can see the residue on this one. So to get that off, I just use Goo Gone.
Oh, Goo Gone,
and
love Goo Gone.
It comes in a spray or in a regular bottle, and you're just going to spray it onto wherever the residue is, and a paper towel will just actually wipe all that residue right off. Yeah, and sometimes you need to use a little elbow grease, but it really comes off nicely. So once you have all your bottles cleaned, and the top thing is a piece of metal usually wrapped around the top of the bottle, so you can use a scissors or a tin snips or something like that. Just be careful because it can get a little sharp. Then you can decide, what do I want to do with my bottles, right? So the first one we're going to show is, this is just twine wrapped around, and this is kind of an urban. I just bought some twine. You did?
It's perfect, yes.
So the twine, it could come in this sisal color, or you can get, any color you want of twine, and then we're just going to hot glue it onto the bottle. Now to do that, you don't need to hot glue the whole bottle. So you're just going to do a little like this because it dries fast, and then we're just going to wrap it around, and it's going to secure at the glue point right there, and then you can just push it together, and once you get it all wrapped up, your whole bottle is going to look like this.
How long does it take to do the bottle?
It depends how big your bottle is, or what, but it didn't take long. Less than 15, 30 minutes.
You'd be watching a show.
Right, exactly.
Today, people are hanging out at home. It's the first little weather day, watching some TV, and just...
And once you get it to this point, you can see we're going to just push that together, and it makes a real tight look.
Doesn't have to look perfect, right?
No,
just
and it's very urban and very rustic, so if that's your decor, this is perfect. I just took a little sprig of flowers and put it in there. You can put a candle
in there too.
Yeah, real flowers, because you can fill that with water, obviously. And then these, you can do a collection of all the same color, or all different colors, and these are metallic spray paints. And the metallic spray paint really sticks to glass beautifully. So in 2 seconds, really, I sprayed each of these bottles with shiny gold, a silver, and a copper. You can do all silver, all gold, all copper, whatever your decor is, but the metallics just give, elevate a decor very nicely. I put candles in here. You can do whatever you want. And then we have like little letters, or you can draw on it, or you said, somebody with a Cricut, you can print out some vinyl.
Those are cool,
and monogram the bottles. So you can give them as a gift. There's so many fun things that you can do with your leftover wine bottles after you enjoy your wine.
After you enjoy the wine.
Of course.
And it's dry January, so a lot of people are not enjoying, but they probably have leftover bottles.
Absolutely.
Debbie, you're going to see us back in the 8, and you're going to talk about the lights, and you're also going to make this, right?
Yes, we're going to make this, and how to drill a hole in glass, which everybody it's really easy, but nobody believes it.
Okay. Debbie, great to see
you.
We will see her back in about 45 minutes.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. We have Home Depot Debbie here.
Yep.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year
Thanks.
to you.
Are we still saying Happy New Year? We'll say it.
A little longer.
2 weeks into the year.
That's
okay,
it.
so we are making art out of wine bottles, out of liquor bottles. Yep. We all got them laying around the house.
And you can even use, bottles of any kind.
Right.
Even if you don't drink. So earlier we talked about, cleaning off the bottles, getting the labels off, soaking them in water, and using Goo Gone to get the adhesive off. And once they're all clean, You know, we use some twine to make an urban rustic bottle, some spray paint to really do some metallics. And now we're going to make these lighted bottles. And who doesn't like lights, right?
This looks really pretty.
Right, it is. So this one first, this is a clear bottle that I got the labels off of, and then used frosted glass spray paint. So it makes it frosted glass, and then I'm going to drill a hole in it to insert the lights. Now, to drill the hole, we're going to use this hole saw, which is called a Diamond Max, and this one is specifically made to drill through glass, marble, granite, hard tile surfaces, anything like that. And to do that, if anybody's familiar with drilling into tile or hard surfaces, you need usually a wet saw. So when I'm drilling this, I'm going to use some water because the friction between the bit and the glass creates heat. So we want to keep it cool. So to do that, we're just going to pour a little water on there to cool it off. And when you're starting, you want to start at an angle, and that's going to get you started into this. And then what you do is kind of angle up as you go, and then angle down. And you want to let the drill bit do the work. You don't want to press too hard or it could shatter. So you just let this do the work, start on an angle, tilt up, and use water to keep it cool. Once you have that done, you have your little, you know, piece of glass, and then you have a nice hole in the back of your bottle that when it's displayed you'll never see. And we're just going to take and insert, I have battery operated lights here.
Nice.
And they're on wire, so you don't really see the wire, and you just insert it all the way up. And in the top you can either put a candle and have candlesticks, or this is a cabinet knob that you would put on cabinets. And I just insert that in here. Now some of them, if you like the crystal ones, see how pretty those are?
That is pretty.
You could put this on here and hot glue it and have a nice little topper with that. Or again, whatever you want, you could put flowers in it if you like. So just adorn it. Now, the next one we're going to do is this. This can hang on the wall. This is, again, a little bit rustic and urban. What I did is I took a 1x6 plank, and you can see it right here. You can cut it to whatever length you want based on the size of the bottle. And once it's cut, you're going to have a little furred edge. You're just going to sand that off. And then you're going to stain it or paint it, whatever you want. And then we're going to put the strap on. And screw this in, tighten it around the bottle like so. And then once it's tightened, you can mount it to and put the flowers in. So hang it up and enjoy.
And you make everything look so easy. We love it. And this can go really all year long with the lights. Very pretty.
For sure, absolutely. And I'm going to have all the information on my Home Depot Debbie Facebook page and Instagram, or you can find me at the Arrowhead Ranch Home Depot in Glendale, or give me a call.
All right. Thanks so much, Debbie.
All right.
We'll be right back.